Hi everyone, this is Mr. Carl. I hope you enjoy my lessons. All of my music lessons will always be free. I only ask that if they help you and they are a blessing to you, freely you receive, freely you give, and you be a blessing to someone else. If you need to find the printed music to go with my lessons, just go to my website, carlherod.com. Click on my name, Carl, and then click on Music Instructions. Scroll down and you'll see printable music for videos, and then that will be my music for you to print out and to go along with the video lessons online. And I hope you enjoy them, and I'm going to be printing and doing more and more all the time, so stay tuned. God bless.
You ready for 14? Good. All right, let's do number 14. Number 14, here we go. All right, so the first measure, we have our bass drum on beats 1, then a rest, and then 3, 4. Okay, so it's going to be 1, rest, 3, 4. Then on the second measure, we come in on beats 1 and 4. That's right. So it's like this. 1, rest, rest, 4. So when you put the two together, it sounds like this. 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, rest, 4, 1. You got to remember, on that second measure on beat 4, when you play it, you got to come in. When you go back to the beginning, where do you play? You play on beat 1, so you got to be ready. You don't want to wait. You don't have any space between the last beat in beat 4 of the second measure and the first beat when you repeat it. Let me play it so you know what I'm talking about. There's no space in between there. Here we go. Number 14, just bass drum. 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, rest, 4, 1, rest, 3. See, there's no space in between there. Rest, rest, 4, 1, rest, 3, rest, 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 4, 1, rest, rest, 4. Good. Let's add the cymbal. Here we go. 1, rest. Let's do 14. Here we go. 1, rest. 3, 4, 1, rest, rest. 4, 1, rest. 3, 4, 1, rest, rest. 4. So you have to keep repeating that until you feel comfortable. And please do before you add the snare drum. Okay? Here we go. Let's try it again. 14, bass drum and cymbal. Bass drum. 1, rest. 3, 4, 1, rest, rest. 4, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, rest, 4. Let's add the snare drum. Now let's look at that first measure, 14. Okay, you've got the snare drum on beat 2 and 4. Let's see how it compares to the bass drum. So you've got the snare drum by itself on beat 2, 1, snare drum by itself, then bass drum, and then together. So it's like this. Together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, together. With the cymbal, bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, together. So that's the first measure in 14. Let me just repeat the first measure in 14 a couple of 2 or 3 or 9 times. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that one of those rhythm patterns we did earlier? Well, of course it is. So if you did it then and you worked it, well, this is going to be easy. Here we go. Now let's fit it with the next measure. On the next measure, in 14, you've got bass drum by itself, then snare drum, then rest. Both guys get to rest, and then everybody comes in on beat 4. So it sounds like this. We've done that before. Let's put the two together. Here we go. 14, nice and slow. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, together. Bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, together. Bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Together, snare drum, together. Oh, you know what? I'm coming in on beat 2 because I was looking at the wrong exercise. Let's try it again. Number 14. Ready? Here we go. Ready? 14. Very good. Ooh, that was a toughie, wasn't it? Nah, just keep working it. You'll get it. All right, we're up to 15. That's the one I kept wanting to play. So let's look at it. 15. First measure, we got bass drum and snare drum. That's easy. With snare drum. No problems. 15, the second measure, we got the bass drum on beat 1, rest, 3, 4. So let's do just the bass drum. Number 15, both of them together. Ready? Rest, 3, rest, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1. Remember on beats 3, 4 on the second measure of number 15, you have to do 3, 4, and then 1. So you have 3 bass drum hits in a row. Let's try it again. 15, 1, rest, 3, rest, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, 3, rest, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, 3. Do it with me. 1, rest, 3, 4, 1. Good. Let's add just a symbol. 1, rest, 3, rest, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1, rest, 3, rest, 1, rest, 3, 4, 1. And just keep working just the bass drum and the cymbal until you get it, okay? Until you can do it like this. All right, you ready to add snare drum? Certainly. Okay. Here we go. Number 15. First measure, you got bass drum and snare drum. Second measure, 15. Bass drum, snare drum. Bass drum together. Okay, let's do just the bass drum and snare drum without anything else. Ready? 15. Nice and slow. Snare drum, bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, snare drum, bass drum together. Bass drum, bass drum, bass drum, bass drum together. And just keep doing that until it feels comfortable. Do you notice a pattern? Well, of course. They're all alternating except for beat 4 of the second measure, and you play those together. Okay? So it's just back and forth. And then the last one is together. Beat 4 of the last one is together. That's the one point where you have those 3 bass drums together. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Try it again, just bass drum and snare drum. Together. That's where you start over. Together, start over. Together, start over. Let's add the cymbal. The cymbal. Ready? Nice and slow. Here we go. Bass drum, snare drum. Bass drum, second measure, drum, snare drum. Bass together. Repeat. Together. See how it grooves?
Oh, behave!
Oh my goodness. You're ready for 16 already? Okay, 16 it is. 16, we have the bass drum on beats 1, then 2 rest, 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 then beat 4, then 1 again, then a rest on beat 2, then a rest on beat 4. So it should sound like this. 1, rest, rest, 4, 1, rest, 3, rest, 1, rest, rest, 4, 1, rest, 3, rest, 1. Good. Let's add the cymbal. Ready? Nice and slow. Number 16. 1, rest, rest. 4, 1, rest. 3, rest. 1, rest, rest. 4, 1, rest. 3. Repeat. 1, rest, rest. 4, 1, rest. 3, rest. 1, rest, rest. 4, 1, rest. 3, rest. Very good. All right, let's look at that snare drum. Ready? So we have the snare drum by itself on beat 2. Then we have a rest. Then together. Then bass drum. Bass drum. Okay, so it's bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, snare drum. Repeat. Bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, snare drum. Now I'm going to be telling you what to do. Don't try to say all that. You do it and I'll tell you. I'll say it, okay? Let's try it again. Nice and slow. Bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, snare drum. Repeat. Snare drum, rest, together. Rest, snare drum, bass. Very good. Now keep working it with just the bass drum and hi-hat until it feels comfortable. You should be able to do it at least like this. Let's add the cymbal. Ready? Nice and slow. Bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, snare drum, repeat. Bass drum, snare drum, rest, together. Bass drum, snare drum, bass drum, snare drum, repeat. Snare drum, rest, together. Repeat. And then eventually, you should be grooving like this. Ready? Cool. You are ready for 17. Hot tomatoes. 17. It's exactly the same thing as 13, except we are adding the hi-hat instead of the ride cymbal. So it's exactly the same pattern in the bass drum as number 13. Okay, here's number 17. First measure, you got the bass drum on all fours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have beats 1 and 3. 1, 3. Repeat it. 1. Good, let's add the snare drum. Now remember, the snare drum is going to be together. Add the snare drum is going to be together with the bass drum on the first measure. Then, just like we practiced before. Now just add the hi-hat. Okay, let's do it slow and then we'll get that tempo. Good, let's go a little faster. 1, 2, here we go.